Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
What's her name again? Ada. How are you?
Very good.
Nice to meet you too. Together.
My wife and the camera. John?
Yep, that's good. Okay. Right. Okay. So what do I do now? That's all right. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. You have to tell me what to do. All right.
A group of Maori people outside the venue performed a traditional pōwhiri ceremony to welcome Master to New Zealand. A pōwhiri is more than just a welcome, it is an acknowledgement of the dimensions of spiritual, physical and mental wellness.
Go away,
On this occasion the Kaumatua was also a spiritual leader of the Maori. He then thanked her for the tremendous work that she is doing for the higher good of all people. He said that as tangata whenua, we have a responsibility and accountability to our people to manaaki, embrace and host the Master with the reverence she deserves.
Kia hatia koutou no koutou ingoa, tini a koutou pā. Tēnei pō, ko tai mai tini a koutou pā. E tāku ki te atu e ngari whai, whāriki i tōna, i reti ngā huatanga i tōku whakapona i ngari whai, mā kuarahi ana o tau kukuri. Whakawa nā hau e i hui tōku ngā whai. Kei tau here i tā huatanga o tēnei pō, kei hiko i tanga mā mātu mā katoa ngari whai. Kei tirohanga atu e i hui ngā huatanga o teo. Uhia mai a koutou i hota koutou arohanoa ki a koutou whao. Kei pupuri ano a hau i a koe ngā tahuano kei ruti tōku ngā kau. Ngā tua te tanga o tōku hairiru i te matata whenua. Ke ka horengi atu e koutou i roti tā koutou kāpurahi ke pungarehu rawātu. Ke noho ai a hauiru i te ngā kauri pune tā, ke whānau hau ai roti ngā mahi pai ata wairu a kere te pūki te kūpa ta harakore ke mā kore. Ke hui tahi ai koutou ngari whai wāngini a mātou. Kei tātari e ngari whai e kaupapa o tēnei pō. Ko koutou hoki ei hoa te timatanga, ko koutou te whakoti na pāpiringa te pākaha. Ko koutou ano te mauri o ngā mea katoa. Ngā whakawhitinga o te kanohi ki ngā whetu e ngari whai. Ngā aua te moana i tirohanga e hoa mā mātu ke kitei mātu i ahua. Te hohonu o wēnei kōranga ngari whai me pēhe atu. Hoi no ka ino i ka hātu te haere ana wā koutou ana herpono ki mua ki muri ki o mātu i taha. Kei tātari e ngari whai tā mātu whakawhitinga atu e hoa ki a koe. Me te hotu ana kai roti te whatu manawa i kohi e i hoi o a koutou pono. Mai tōku tainga mai ki kone i tēnei pō. Ka uru te waihu e roti tōku ngā kau. Ko ki gato tēnei whare. Tōku ki te atu i aratu noa wāhi gato teo. Popuri te rātu e hoi te rātu whakatau atu e hua ki a koe. Ke whai hua, ke whai pāke ka wā mātu mai gato roti i a koe. Ngā huatanga ano e hoi whakapiri tēnei tāku e hoi whakapiri ana i a koe. Ki wāu poronga katoa kei konei tēnei pō katangi tōku ngā kau. Ke kitei mātu e hoi ngā hua te au. E horahia ni ana i ngari whai o tina whakari te ngāno tō koutou kōriata. Ke whakapono i mātu e hua ona kāhui katoa. Kei rata katoa i tō koutou ringaringa. Mona ki tia tēnei poronga koutou. Ke noho ai e o ti tōku ano kāinga, i tōku ano whenua. Ke whakawhiwhi ai e i tā koutou taonga. Piki te ora, piki te kaha, piki te māmatau me te rai māru. E kāhui haere te koutou i ho e nei kōrero katoa ki a koutou punga i manaki e tōki a mātu i te roa ngāke o tēnei pō. I runga toni te kōria tō koutou ingoa o te matua o te tama o te waiua tapu me a koutou ane he pono mā reina tautuku mai aini a ake nei. Amen. Hati ti hei mauri oro. Te rohia a te pane. O iwi. Ka puku puku. Ka puku puku. E kauau. E kauau tiki tiki. Ko tau. Kiri me te tā. E kui. Tēnei ka hotu tōku whatu manawa. Tōku rongo atu. E haere mai ana koe ki roti tōku whenua. No reira ka hari ka koa tōku ngākau. Ngā tini kōrero. E mōhi ana hau ka utani e oku mātua. Oku tūpuna te āhua. Ka haere mai te ao ki whona. Mea maka ko koe kei roti e rā kōrero. Kami hi atu ki a koe, haere mai, haere mai, haere mai. Haere mai hono mai te āhua, o tōku hia hia. E pūranga tia e koe tāu, e rapu ngena e te neiu. Ke kake ai tāua, e runga i oku maunga. Ke kaukau ai tāua, i oku moana. Ki ahei ahau te raparapa atu, ngā one oku mātu oku tupuna, ki runga i o rekereke. E māma haere, i tau haere. Kūru mai koe ki roti tōku whenua. Ngā kōreri whakataungia e wāku tamari. Kia hono mai ai koe ki roto i tēnei whare. Kia pupuri ahau te tāngo tēnei whare. E mihi atu na kia. Kia whakaputa tia i ahau ngā kore. E ahate hau e wāwāra, e wāwāra. E tuaraki, e tuaraki. Nā nei o mai te puputara te uta, e tika nā e au te kosi. O te kaupapa, o whakari tia mōka. Haina tia e oku mātu, oku tupuna tahi pepa. Kia mai!
Kua rungo aki ai ki te reo pōhiri e karanga mai nei e. Karanga i hona ki te motu whānui piki mai ka ke mai rā. Kua rungo aki ai ki te reo pōhiri e karanga mai nei e. Karanga i hona ki te motu whānui piki mai ka ke mai rā.
Whenua, toi tui te whenua whātu ngaro ngaro te tara, Ora, tuanga te rawa ni maunga ko rātu ka haere te mamate, haere. Kia koe kui, kia koe hine, koe ko tau tia koe i tēnei ahi. Whirunga i tēnei o tātu whare, tēnei o mātu whare. Hoputo ku ngākau, koe ko tai mai te hongo tēnei koe. Pāriki ngia mai i tōu mahanatanga whirunga i tōku iwi. Ke noho tahi ai tāua, mo tēnei wā ka hoki ai koe ki tōu kāni, a mihi whānui ki a koe. Te tātu mahata, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātu.
Thank you, friends and family. I speak for all my brothers and sisters of the Kuan Yin family. Thank you very much for your warm welcome into the land which is yours. Thank you very much for the building in which you've allowed our family to grace you with. And thank you very much for bringing your ancestors here with you as they walk with us always.
Oh Lord, my God, oh how I awesome wonder, I hear the sound, my Lord, that I recognize as your calling.
Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for your love. I'm so overwhelmed by your kindness and your poetic, spiritually elevated expression of love. This kind of highly elevated spiritual expression you cannot hear everywhere, and it is very rare, and it touches everyone's soul who hears it. I wonder if all of you are poets or perhaps you are saints. You need to translate.
You're a saint. No, they can understand English.
But their language is so beautiful. Maybe you should say it.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
I guess the Father has spoken so beautifully. I have no more better words to say except tēnā koutou many, many times. And I'm so honored, very, very extremely honored. And I'm sure God bless you, your people, and your land. If my humble prayer has any effect at all, I would pray again, now and tonight, and in the future, for your people. And I shall always treasure this elevated feeling today. Thank you so much again. Thank you so much. And thank God for your presence and for your gift. I hope we will enjoy each other. And wherever I go, I shall remember you. Thank you so much. I think I better get going to work. I'm very shy with all these professional singers. Yes, their voices are so great, so strong. Yeah, and full of love and my goodness. What do you eat? You have voices. How much time you practice a day? How many hours? No? Just natural? Oh. From the Father's speech and from their love, their vibration, I can feel that you have a great, great spiritual tradition. your level of spiritual understanding is very high, was very high, and is still very high. I am so happy to meet such a spiritually highly developed race of people. Thank you so much. Thank you for the honor. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to New Zealand.
You are a poet. You make me cry.
Thank you.
Enjoy this.
I can see our upcoming star here. Thank you very much for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you're all waiting to hear the divine words from the Supreme Master Ching Hai, who is now in the building and walking down the aisle. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please put your hands together for the Supreme Master Ching Hai. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have for you a performance in honour of the Supreme Master Ching Hai, which is presented to you by the Hato Patera College Culture Group. Following this, there will be a fruit and flower offering ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Hato Patera College Group.
E te whae, anei tēnei e tautoko ana ngā mihi o tō mātou matua I waho. Tēnā koe haere mai. Anei te kura o Hato Pētera e mihi whakatau ana koe ki Aotearoa. Ko ngā tamariki no ngā hau e whā. No ngā waka e whitu, no ngā iwi o te ao. Anei te kura o Hato Pētera.
Kia ora tātou mihi atu ki a koutou anō. Hato Pētera is a co-ed Catholic school on the North Shore, and we're proud and honoured to represent Māoridom tonight for you in front of you, the Master, and distinguished guests. Our first item is a choral item called E Te Atua, which asks of our Lord, and we thank Him for the gifts He has given us. Kia ora. As we stand and give you our performance tonight, as you saw in the foyer, it was the haka that was done for you, as in tune with the protocol of our ancestors, that we welcome our distinguished guests in that manner. So what we're giving you tonight is just a taste of what Māoridom has to offer. Our next item, we're going to give you the poi, and then squeeze in one more item. Kia ora. The poi is called Ka Tika Auwe, and it talks about the plight of young people growing up in this world, and likening them to the dolphin and the white heron, the kōtuku. So our next item is called, which is the poi, Ka Tika Auwe. Our next item is the action song, Ko Te Reo, and it celebrates the Māori language, as you've heard tonight. It was written for a specific purpose, the ASB Polynesian Festival, which was held at the beginning of this year in March, where we participated. So our next action song, Ko Te Reo. Nō reira, kura tātou me hatu kia koutou. That is our bracket for tonight. To again to our honoured guest, the Master, he mihi nui, mihi aroha kia koe, kia koutou katoa e te raurangatira. I mua i hakatākoto te kākunga whakaaro mō tēnei huihuinga mihi atu kia koe, kia koutou katoa, kia tāma ki whānui, haramai i mā takitaki nei, tēnei wahine nei, mihi atu kia koutou katoa, nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Kia ora.
Thank you very much, the Hato Patera College Cultural Group. I'm sure that's been an experience for most of you. Very polished performance. I'd like now to invite the Supreme Master Ching Hai to the stage, where we will ask her to speak some words to you, and then we'll have the fruit and flower ceremony to begin. Thank you, Master. If you please come to the stage.
Tēnā tūku. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'm very, very touched and honored. Thank God for giving me this chance to visit your beautiful land and getting to know your beautiful races of people. And thank you for coming. I guess everybody is very touched, so I also thank the New Zealand brothers and sisters who have been working very hard to make this beautiful evening a special memory. Thank you, and God bless your land, your people, and bless all the wishes that you have in your dreams. If you already know what you want to ask, you can write it already and hand it out so that we can answer it right away later, yeah? So you don't have to wait until we finish. Somebody can walk up and down and collect questions. All right, because you know already, before I begin, I think you know why you are here. Everyone wants to know what God is. And everyone wants to know where we come from. And that's the reason why we came here, actually. There's a reason why we came to this planet, the so-called planet, physical planet. Even though, at the same time, we are connected with heaven and spiritual planets, if we call that. But because we have forgotten the connection, so many of us, or most of us, have just recognized this physical presence and this physical life we call human life. In fact, we are not just human. We are also spiritual beings. We are highly developed beings. At the same time, we are living here. We are also living in different levels of consciousness. We are also doing so many great things. But it is difficult for most of us to realize that. Our ancestors, for example, the ancestors of the Maori people that you have just seen, that they have sung so beautiful songs, so spiritually developed, so highly elevated, so soully songs, because our ancestors has known a different level of spirituality than some of us do today. But we still can develop this quality again. Not really develop, we can still remember it again. Because what we once had, we will not lose it. It just sometimes we forget. So in order for us to remember, We should, I will give you some practical experience after I explain a little, if you would like to. Because if we experience it ourselves, it's better than thousands of theoretical words. But I feel I should introduce it a little bit, even though God is not to be explained in language. But just like the Maori ancestors, they have known God. They have known spiritual levels that exceed our language, that go beyond our ordinary understanding. Therefore, they could express themselves in poetry, in music, in songs, which are so beautiful, so out of ordinary, and so touching to the soul when you hear it. It is because they express their own inner level of enlightenment. For lack of this inner enlightenment, because of forgetting this inner enlightenment and our true selves, we often cannot express ourselves in beautiful ways, in the way that we would like ourselves to express. And we sometimes could not behave or react in such a way that we would like ourselves to do. It is because we have forgotten the inner connection. We have forgotten that our lives, our so-called being, is greater, longer, and higher, and more multiple faces, multiple qualities, multiple expressions than just this physical being that we know ourselves to be. We have forgotten that. For example, the whole being here is me, like from head to toe. Yes, the whole being. I'm not just a toe, I'm not just a finger, I'm not just a forehead. The whole being is me. But if I just remember my toes or my fingers, then I am not complete. Then it's not me, it's not complete. Similarly, if we just remember that we are a physical human being, then we are not complete. I am here today with the honor of God's permission and endowment to remind us, our fathers and mothers, brothers and sisters, and little brother, little sisters, that we should remember our whole being. And I show you how. It is very simple to remember. More simple than breathing, more simple than eating. Breathing, sometimes we have difficulty. If we have a blocked nose, we can't breathe. Eating, if we have indigestion, we can't eat. Or if we don't have enough money to buy food, we are also in trouble. But spiritual wealth is always there. We always have it. It's just we too busy looking at outside, remembering our physical body, taking care of too many mundane duties. The world makes us very, very concentrate in the physical and material aspects that we have hardly time to remember our 99% of our being, which is higher, greater, more powerful, more miraculous, more wondrous, more everything, more holy, more divine, more beautiful, more happy, more blessed, more blissful. Everything that is godly, that is us. All the teachers have come here, they told us like that we are the temple of God, and God lives here. God lives there. So all we see here is God, or at least God's manifestation individually, differently. but we have forgotten that God quality, that God's nature of ourselves, and we just remember this small part of our being, which is the human side of ourselves. Just like because I like this ring so much, I keep looking at the ring and I just remember this finger all the time, and I forget everything else about myself. And this is not how we should do it. So that is why we don't know God, because we have forgotten to look where we should look. That is all. That is why we often tell people enlightenment is immediate, because you're already there. Suppose that I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the finger now. How long does it take me to know myself? If I don't look here, how long does it take me? 1 second, right? Not even. Okay, as long as I don't look here, I remember again, here I am. All of this is me. Yes. It's very simple. Therefore, no one is your teacher. I'm not coming here to be your teacher. Because you are already divine. I have also forgotten. At the age of 3 or 4, we begin to forget. Sorry, my English is getting rotten. You see, even English I've forgotten. Because I speak so many languages every day, the Chinese, the Vietnamese, sometimes German, sometimes French, everything, and I forgot English also. Similarly, I even forgot Vietnamese. Yes, I don't speak as fluently as when I was in Vietnam, and I don't speak Chinese as fluently as when I was still in Taiwan, because we're out of practice. Similarly, if we do not try to remember the great being that we truly are, then we will forget. And that's why it is very easy to forget, and also it is easy to remember. I'm coming here to remind you of the good news that I have remembered myself. So we can all remember anytime we want. And should we choose to stay in forgetfulness, this is also fine. It's also fine. Because you are divine. You are God. I'm sorry if I might shock you in any way, but that's what you are. If you don't believe me, look back in the Bible, and the Buddhist scriptures say you are the Buddha. Buddha nature is inside you. The Bible says God lives within this temple. So who is in there? Who else except God? If we are only the temple and God is the only one who lives in there, who are we then? Except we are God. Okay, we don't remember, fine, but we still are God. So whatever we choose to do, the God of all gods that we are, respect that. The Father of all of these beings, which we are, respects our wish and our choice to live, to express our divine selves in whichever way we want. That is why Jesus told us we do not judge people, because we do not know what is the path that being has chosen to walk. He does his things so that he might come to know God in a different way. He might choose to be a seemingly bad person. He might choose to be a seemingly very lowly person. He might choose to be seemingly a very so-called immoral person. But that is his way of knowing the divine. By choosing to be ungodly, he will one day know that this is not him. He has to go back and learn that the whole being again. Because if we always stay in heaven and we are God all the time, we will not recognize ourselves as God. So we need to lower ourselves. For example, come down to this physical level so that we can once again recognize the greatness of ourselves. And that is our choice. And that's why we came here. So the answer to our question, why are we here, is because we want to know God. So when we feel that the time is up, it's a time that we choose to remember ourselves again. That is the time when we come to seek out spiritual friends, spiritual groups, or maybe spiritual teachers, as we call them, so that we can remember quickly, because we have forgotten how to remember and where to look for. So some friend who has already remembered himself or herself may be able to help us. And then we recognize that we are nothing else but the Supreme Being, but God. We recognize the Supreme Being that lives, that is housed within this body. But actually, He is not housed within the body. He housed our body. But then again, because spiritual terminology is never a very exact science, so no matter how much a teacher tells us about God, how eloquently a spiritual friend might express about the divine being within ourselves, we cannot just understand by listening. So the spiritual friend or a teacher or the guide or a friend have to show us practically, not just theoretically. For example, when Jesus came to our planet, He taught His disciples both ways, theoretical way and practical way. And that's why later His immediate disciples could also do wonders, could also see heaven, could also hear the voice of God, the word of the Creator, could also see the light of heaven, could ascend to heaven and even see the angels or see the Father. The Father spoke to them, like Father spoke to Moses, and the angels also spoke to them. Likewise, we could do that. Because as great as Jesus' disciples, we are also great. We and Jesus' disciples, same, equally. Because Jesus said to us that we are all children of God. But because we have forgotten. So sometimes one friend, two friends have to come to remind us. But only when we are ready. Because if we are not ready, no one can do much for us. You would like to ask me some questions now, or you want to have a glimpse of heaven? How many heaven? How many? Okay, fine. Okay. It's very simple. I will show you. But the work is yours, okay? I can only show you, but you must work, right? I cannot work for you. It's a little bit not very quiet here, but I have shown you. You come home and do it, okay? You will enjoy. Okay, you have any question? Okay, bring the first ones. I'm sorry because of shortness of time, but you could do this at home, yeah? Have any one of you seen some lights at least? So quick? Yeah? Have you? Raise your hand. Light. Oh yeah, thanks. That's good. Wow, that's good just for 2 seconds. You're quick. You're very pure. That's why. Very pure in such a not quiet environment, and just 2 seconds you still can see. I told you, yes, we can get immediate enlightenment. Some of you see some heaven scenery or not? Yes? Raise your hand. Yeah? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, questions, please.
In the last days, many false Christs will appear.
Again?
Showing great signs and wonders so as to lead, if possible, even the elect astray. How, without being initiated, can one tell whether you are true or false?
You can't. You can't tell whether I'm true or false. So it's up to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Of course, but there are some little thing that you can tell. For example, not because of me. If you meet a master, you immediately feel something, all right? Or you don't. Either you feel something good about that person or you don't. We do have this intuition. Even sometimes we see a stranger in the street, we feel like, oh, yeah, she gives me good vibe. She's lovely. She must be a good person. And some person we just see for the first time, we feel we don't want to talk to that person. We're a little scared. Yes, we have this intuition. Or else we come home and pray to God, please, God, let me know who's a good one. Yeah? And then you follow your heart. No one else can tell you. Yeah? You can only tell from outside, but inside you cannot. Unless you go into a higher spiritual level, then you can see me like a mirror. But from human to human standard, you cannot see anything. I'm not here to prove to you that I am good or bad. I'm here to tell you that you are great, you are good. And if you follow my instructions, you will feel, you will see, you will know that you are great, you are good. Forget about me. I'm good or bad has nothing to do with you. Just so that you feel good, that's all. Yeah? You feel that you're great, that you know God. And suppose you don't feel like that, you can always leave. I don't charge any money. I don't follow you to your house. I don't call you at all. I'll be gone tomorrow. And you'll be lucky to ever catch me again. So don't worry if I'm bad or good. Follow your instinct. Learn to know, to remember your greatness. That's what I'm here for. Not here so that you think I'm great. Okay? That's a different question. I'm here to show you that you are great. Yeah? And if you want to know your greatness, then just follow my instruction. Not follow me. Follow my instructions. Yeah? Okay?
Should our children be vegetarians too, Master? Thanks.
Yes, because children also have souls and they're also God. So if they wish to be, that means they're okay. We can talk logically and reasonably. And if they want to, they can be, they should be. Because children who are vegetarians are very healthy. Hey, look at me, I'm pretty. No, I'm kidding. Look at her, she's so beautiful. She looks like a movie star and she's vegetarian, no? Is she not beautiful? Yeah. Our fellow initiates, when they are pregnant, the babies are vegetarians from the mother's womb already. And when they are born, they are the most beautiful babies if you compare to other babies nearby. They're born pinky, healthy. And other children, sometimes they're born blue and, purple. Yeah, really. No, you go and take a look at newborn babies. Sometimes they're so blue, so dark, but our children are always born pinky, healthy, and cry the loudest. Yeah.
This next question's playing a game of blankety blanks, asking you to fill in the rest of the sentence. Can you please explain what should be the aim of human life we should meditate to achieve? And that's the question.
The aim of human life is to know yourself, to know that you are God, that you're connected with God. Yeah? And we meditate in order to calm this busy thinking mind so that we can recognize the true self behind this mind. Just like to recognize the driver, not the car. Yes, sister.
I would love to know the truth. However, it seems strange to stop drinking wine, etc.
Oh,
whereas, then she goes on, whereas all the cakes and white sugar products are as harmful. I always experience that it is more important to have a real thirst. I just want to know what to put first in every moment.
What to put what?
What to put first in every moment. What should be the first?
What is the priority?
Yeah.
God is a priority, not the wine. Okay, you bargain all the time. You like to know God, but you like to enjoy all these poisons. I don't know why you like wine so much. All this alcohol has been proven that they're damaging to the brain cells. They numb your nerves. They make you less intelligent and impotent. Shh. If you like to continue drinking this kind of poison and pay a lot of hard, sweating, earn money for it, welcome. If you want to know God, forget that. Yeah, it's just a little wine compared to great heaven and the whole universe. They are better than wine. Stuff are better than wine. When you meditate and you are in ecstasy, it's better than getting drunk and hangover. Really. Next one.
Would Master please enlighten us as to the spiritual path of animals? Do domestic animals such as cats and dogs choose a situation in life which will assist them spiritually? Can they achieve supreme enlightenment?
They will in their own time. Animals are great friends of man. Sometimes a dog, a cat can teach us wonderful, unconditional love lessons. So they have chosen to be animals. Just for us, for our sake, we should love them, assist them, and take care of them. And whenever they attain enlightenment, that's their own choice. They will get there whenever they want to. Okay? They know.
I have always talked to Kuan Yin by talking to the stars, but I always believed I was talking to a goddess, as I'm a spiritual person, not religious. What is the difference?
What is the difference between a religious and a spiritual person? Is that right?
Yeah, she believes she's talking to a goddess and asking, I'm a spiritual person, not religious, what is the difference? With regard to the Kuan Yin.
I don't really know. I think we look in the dictionary, see what's the difference. Huh? To me, a spiritual person is the one who aspires to know his origin, and not only aspiring, but knowing also, experiencing his own divine quality, his own God inside. That is a true spiritual or even true religious person.
What can I do to keep up meditation daily when there is not enough waking hours in the day?
Cannot wake up?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Nobody likes to wake up when we're stuck in bed, but we have to try. Yeah? Suppose if you have to get up to work, then you must. You must. For like $2,000 per month, you wake up every morning, 5 o'clock. Yeah? For God, you don't wake up. So what am I to do? So make your own priority choice. We can wake up a little earlier than usual and then get used to it. For example, okay, it's too early to get up at 3 o'clock. Don't wake up at 3 o'clock. Normally you wake up to work at 5 o'clock. Okay, then wake up like 20 to 5 the first day, or 10 to 5 even, or even 5 to 5. And the next day or next week, 10 to 5. Yeah? Get yourself used to with the idea and reward yourself abundantly. Tell yourself, okay, if you wake up early today, I'm going to give you a double bagel, for example. Yeah. Or one more cup of cafe latte. Yeah. Whatever your mind loves to have, reward it. Reward yourself. You must love yourself also. Because let's face it, we have only this physical body, and we are so tired sometimes. We work so hard, 8 hours, 10 hours a day, just to keep this machine running. And then we have to attend to, sometimes other work like family, wife, children and parents, friends, neighbors, relatives, etc. We really are very hard demanding on this physical body. So of course, if you cannot wake up in the morning for meditation, forgive yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself, but train yourself slowly. Watch TV less, sleep a little earlier so you can get up better. Or whatever the activities you used to do too much before in order to pass the time when you are bored, use that time for knowing God. It is a matter of organization. I'm also pretty busy. You don't believe it. I sit here looking pretty, but I'm very busy too. And it's hard for me also to get up early sometimes. But you have to put an alarm clock, yeah? Sometimes it's like that. In the old Indian tradition, there was one saint. He also, he wakes up all right, but, he sleeps sitting instead of lying, so it's just the same. Our people are the same, When you go to our retreat, they come to my house, they sit there, look very good, but, they sit any fashion, So never mind, you try your best, yeah? That's what counts. So that person, the saint in India, what he did, he has a long hair like me, and he tied his hair onto the ceiling or something. Yes. Yeah, I'm not kidding. And then he became a master. Yeah, because he tried so hard. He tied his hair onto the ceiling, so whenever he knocked, okay. Yeah. Yes. I'm not saying that you should grow your hair long or do that. But you find your way, yeah? Like we wake up early, and in the beginning, I had to put like ice water next to me. A flask of ice. And then when the alarm rang, I reached for the ice and threw it on my face. And the ice comes through your clothes and everything, and you just had to jump out of bed. But don't do it. Just don't do it. I mean, you have your own ways. But when you want to do something, you can. Believe me, you can. Because you are God. There's nothing impossible with God. Just remember that you have God inside you, and now no one else is there. Don't listen to the mind and the brain. It's just a computer. Yeah. The mind tells us, sleep is good for you. But that's not God's voice. God is behind that. Yeah.
Do you ever meet with Kuan Yin?
Oh, yeah. Why not? You can see all the saints from the past if you want to. Or you have to work hard. Tie your hair to the ceiling. Now you know why many yogis in India, they have long hair, huh? Yeah?
As we are spiritual beings having a human experience, we are a perfect innate expression of life. We are already divine. If God is everything without duality, then everything we are, everything we do, is an expression of God. So do we need then to do nothing, just to be without reward?
Oh, that's fine. That's fine too. As I said earlier, you chose to be what you want to be. But there are many aspects of God, you see? God is a total sum of our being. Yes? So if we want to say that we are God, of course we are already God. That is for sure. But then go back to the finger. See? Suppose we say, okay, I'm God now. I don't need to do anything. It's fine. But then we go out and steal, or we do things it's not proper, or we harm other beings because we say every expression is God anyway. So we don't try to be better. We don't try to represent ourselves in all the aspects of divine quality and just concentrate on one point and do the physical things. And in that case, even though we are God, we have not the whole complete quality. We have not expressed ourselves in the whole complete way. So that is the only difference. Once we know the whole thing, the total sum of God, we act differently. We don't just look at the finger, we know the whole being, and that is different. If I just sit here and look at the finger, I look different, you know? Why, my God, nice finger. Yeah. But when I know my whole being, then I stand up, I walk, see? I sing, I embrace people, I greet people with love, I write poetry, I play music, yeah? I go swimming. I do all kind of things which is the whole being would do, you see? But if I keep looking at one finger only, I still have the whole being here, but it's useless. See what I mean? That's the difference. That's the difference between knowing the whole being of God and just saying, okay, whatever I do is God anyway. Yeah. But of course, you are divine already, so you choose what you are doing. I'm just answering your question.
The next question is in 2 parts. Where in the Himalayas did you learn your spiritualism?
Oh, that is a secret.
What guided you to go there?
My inner self. I was blindly in love with God. I would not advise you to go there because you might not come back. It's very dangerous places where I went. I have talked about that some time before, I remember, right? So maybe you just search out for those tapes or something and listen, okay?
Dear Master Ching Hai, would you please explain ghosts to us?
Ghost?
And then asks, do you believe in them?
Oh, I'm scared. Do you see ghosts? Any one of you see ghosts? Raise your hand. Oh, what do they look like? Huh? Great? Then they are not ghosts, they are angels. Okay, what she mean, the person who asked, the ghost was scary, right? Okay, there are different levels of life, as I have told you before. Even us, we are also part human, part ghost. But we only know that when we die. Actually, there are just different levels of living. See, for example, here we live as human beings. There's other live as worms and ants. And then other level of consciousness, they don't live with this physical body. They live with an astral body. And some people who die live within that astral body, which looks exactly like his body right now. So sometimes he thinks he's still a human being, a physical being. So he comes and talks to people. He tries to throw tantrums because nobody listens to him. Nobody even knows that he exists. He goes through people, goes through walls, and he talks to everyone, and he tries to get back his possessions and his loved ones. And he was very frustrated sometimes, and then he scared people. He used all his spiritual might to manifest in something, and that's when we say we see ghosts. Yeah? Otherwise, there's nothing scary about ghosts. And these so-called ghosts, after some time, they will realize that they're so-called dead. They don't have physical body anymore, and nobody understands them anymore. Then they will begin to also turn inward or seek help from angels, or some beings will go take care of them. It's like police in our planet. Yeah? And then they will be gone somewhere that they belong. Like maybe go to heaven, maybe go to lower heaven, or higher heaven, depends on their merit and their understanding at that time.
How many times do we need to come to this planet before we become enlightened? And where do we go when we are not in a physical body?
We come as many times as we choose to come. We choose to come. Yeah? For example, There are some people who are supposed to die already, but then some relatives are crying and loving and needing them so much, they come back to physical life immediately. That's a reborn, that's a resurrection. And sometimes we go to heaven already, but we like to have the human beings experience again for our own pleasure or our own development. And sometimes we come back because some loved ones are still there calling us and wanting us to be with them. And we choose to come back. Yeah? And if we have not realized God in a physical body, sometimes we choose to come back so that we can realize God on a higher level. And if we are not in the physical body, we can go in many different places. We are more free, like birds. We can fly anywhere in an instant. For example, if I die and I want to go to Germany, we don't need an airplane. Just one thought will be there right away. 1 second, 1 instant. And that is the freedom of not having a body. But nevertheless, if we have not trained ourselves during our lifetime to think highly, to remember our higher self, then when we die, we leave the physical body, we just linger on a lower level of ourselves without realizing the higher aspect of the divine self. So we might linger there and then we get bored and then we come back to physical body again, or we might be lucky meeting some spiritual friend and then we inch our way up, or we go back to the physical body and get a teacher and learn properly and then go, yeah. So it depends on what we chose to do in this physical life. We will be at that level when we die.
How do the real spiritual experiences in meditation differ from my own fantasies and visions created by my imagination?
It could be that you think that you are imagining, but imagining is a daydream. It's different. If you just daydream about something, or you dream a night dream about something, and that is different. But the spiritual experience is real, just like we are real right now. For example, during the spiritual experience, suppose I sit here, and then I can ascend to heaven. I can see Jesus. I can see the past saints or some present saints. I can converse with them and go to the different high level of hierarchy of heavens and universe in order to do things, to learn things. Just like I take an airplane and go to your country, as real as that. And then our being will be better every day. And we can use this spiritual knowledge to better our life and the life of our loved ones, as well as assisting in blessing and elevating the consciousness of the whole planet. And that is spiritual experience, because we become different. We know ourselves. As divine being, we know the whole self, or maybe at least partial of the higher self, and we become powerful. We become happy. Yeah?
After taking the initiation into the Kuan Yin method, if the person can't continue with the 2.5 hours meditation daily, what will happen?
What will happen if you don't work 8 hours and you work only 2 hours? You have less money. You can find a part-time job or full-time job. You know, part-time job, you get less money. If you can make it, it's good for you. You try your best to do as much as you can. The more you do it, the better for you. We are just helping you, telling you which is good. Because the more you do it, the more you feel better. And the more you feel better, the more you're encouraged to do more. And you stay stable on the spiritual path.
If a person decides to follow the Kuan Yin method and the family and others can't accept the person anymore, how does the person overcome this problem?
It's not possible like that. You just become better. Your family accept you better. More loving. Most of our people, after initiation, the families become better. Because they themselves become also better. Maybe some of them in the beginning, because a family member loved them and worried that they might follow some bad people or do some bad things. But later, as you improve yourself, as you show yourself as such a loving, tolerant and compassionate person, your family members will welcome you more. Okay, make it fast because we need the initiation, huh?
What is God?
Yeah. Look at your neighbor. That's God. Part of God. Yes. God is the divine being, the creator that makes everything possible. That makes us, make the flowers, make the fruit, and make heaven, make earth. That's our Father. And that's ourselves. We are part of it. Part and the whole of it. Just like the ocean, a little part, the drop of the ocean, and the whole ocean. Even though a drop of the ocean is just a drop, but without that drop, the ocean is not the ocean. So we are a drop, but the whole. Yeah?
What is the essence of life?
Essence of life? Life. Well, there's so many abstract things. The essence of life is God. This is what I'm here to show you.
Can you tell what was your before life and your afterlife if you're an enlightened person?
Or me?
I think in general.
I mean themselves? Oh, sure, you can. Sure. Many of our fellow practitioners, they can see their past and their future also during meditation. Oh, that's just a small stuff. It's no big deal. Big deal is to know God, to go to heaven, to be wise, a person, to be more loving. Yes.
This question is with regard to memory. If the answers are in remembering, is God a memory lost? If so, why is that?
Why? Because we have forgotten to remember.
Pretty straightforward.
Okay.
If we're God, who is this person that is so-called God, that it is coming down to earth that everybody talks about?
There is no person as God. Everything is God. We are the part of the whole, and yet the part that makes the whole. So God is the creator, you see, can make himself into different many things. You see, if the flowers smell nice, you have got to smell it. See? You can't keep asking me a question like what the rose smell like when you don't smell it. I just show you how to smell the rose before. You try it at home, okay? Right? Then you know God. Or if you want to know more and deeper, you can stay for initiation. God is for you yourself to experience, not for me to describe, because it is impossible. It is impossible to describe the love, yeah, between two persons. You love your boyfriend, your husband, your wife. You can't describe what it is, but it is there. Yeah? So even love is so difficult. Just a physical love between human beings, so difficult to describe. How can we describe God? Because human language is not up to God's standard. But you can experience, feel the love, feel yourself. Feel the wisdom, feel the security. Feel yourself at home, anywhere you go, if you know God. That's all I can tell you.
When we focus on the center between eyebrows, do the eyes also focus on the center?
No. Forget the whole body. Just your thinking is concentrating here only. Don't pay attention to the eyes or anything in the body.
The reason they ask is that they say that their eyes follows the center when they are concentrating.
No, they don't follow. Did you ever see somebody who died? Okay, his eyes go up, yeah? So you see only the white part of the eyes. That's when he died, okay? We can die like that during spiritual practice. That's why the saints say, I die daily. Forsake the flesh so that you can begin to know the spirit. Learn to die so that you can begin to live. When we are in samadhi, our eyes also turn upwards, but we don't even know it. We're gone. Yeah, gone to a higher dimension, enjoying. But the physical body is just dead, and that's why it reacted like a dead person. So when you come back, you pick up the car again and drive around. This car.
Master, why is it important to meditate in the morning?
You can meditate any time. It's just in the morning, most of the people, have a night rest. And in the morning, it is still quiet. No traffic, no noise, no children, no telephone ringing. But doesn't mean you have to do it in the morning. I do it anytime. Anytime, on the bus, in the car. Our people, they do it anywhere. Except when driving, please.
Along the lines of driving, travelling to Auckland for initiation, my car engine blew up.
Oh.
Without warning. Is this due to Maya?
Wow, the car blew up because the engine is bad.
That's what I thought.
It's due to the engine, okay? By the way, congratulations that you're still here to ask the question.
Many of us feel intense loneliness and feelings of the illusions of life. We are so tired of this, nothing makes any sense when we feel this way. There seems to be no point in anything except a desire to go home.
Yes, that's right. We do feel that sometimes. Most of us feel that. It's just that because life keeps us so busy, we just have to drive on. And this very important question about our true home and about our great spiritual self-being is sometimes swept under the carpet, but it's always there. Every one of us wants to go home.
I sometimes sense the guidance and presence of the ascended masters. Can they really help humanity from afar?
Oh, sure. We are all one. So if you are enlightened, they are affected. Yeah? Can you imagine before, a long time ago, after the Golden Age, our planet was all destroyed and not too many people survived. Can you imagine the state of human beings at that time? Everyone was kind of groveling in darkness, and they all affect each other. We all affect each other. And that's why we were the way we were. And now we have been practicing year after year. Now our planets become better. You don't feel it? You don't feel we have progress? You do? Or not? Yes? Yes. Not saying that you come and practice a Kuan method or have experienced heaven. Even you haven't not. You can feel that our planet now has different energy. Different. It's more happy, it's more open, and very léger in French, léger, very relaxed, huh? Yes. And human beings are very different from before a kind of few decades ago. And our technology, science, everything is just blooming so fast. It's very amazing what we have discovered lately. Can you imagine the email and all that, internet, and wow, this is incredible. So many other things that you don't know, they have already developed.
Should we love our enemies?
Well, what else to do with him? Yeah? Practical question. If you kill him, his wife might kill you, or his daughter and son will continue forever. So we better love our enemies. It's the best way to kill him. Yeah. If you love your enemy, he becomes your friend, then the enemy is gone for good. Yeah? And you have more friends of his family, his wife, his kids, and his relatives, his friends as well. Make one friend, you have many friends. Make one enemy, make many enemies. So we lose business if we hate the enemy.
What happens if I break precepts after my initiation?
Whew. Just like asking me what happened if I have an extra affair after I married my wife. How shall I answer you? Make up your mind, okay? Nobody is here to force you. It's only you, yourself, and you, and God. You make a covenant with God. You say, okay, I make you my priority. I will do anything to know you. I don't need all these stupid, things in order to survive. I can live without them. I can live without killing my neighbors. I can live without telling lies. I can live without drugs and alcohol. I'm strong. I don't need these substitute of intoxication. I can have divine intoxication. I can live without having to, to have sex with every man or girl that walks by. Yeah, make up your mind. Present yourself as a being you want to present. If you are the one who likes to present yourself to everyone else, oh yes, I am the one who tell lies. Yeah, I'm the one who always drunk and take drugs and all that. I'm the one who convert neighbor's wife. I'm the one who kill, who murder people. If that is the way we want to present ourselves, then go ahead. It's your choice. But if you want to present yourself as an enlightened being, as a wise person, as a happy being, as a helpful, compassionate, loving, truthful person, then there's that choice. You see, there are two choices. It's all your choice. It's not my precept. It's the way of life. It's a choice you make to present yourself to the world, to God, and to your own self. When you look in the mirror, what kind of person you want to see, okay? No precepts. Don't need precepts. You know what you want to be, right?
If everyone is Buddha, why does everyone feel miserable, not happy?
Yeah, because they are miserable Buddhas. They only know that miserable part, they don't know the other happy part, that's why. Yeah, okay. That's why I asked you to be enlightened, then you become happy Buddha.
Although I understand the reasons for some people to be vegans or vegetarians and the health benefits, etc., I believe that meditation and enlightenment is for all, regardless of diet, customs, and can take whatever form necessary for each individual. What is your answer to this?
Cool. Cool, we all go eating pork and cow and become like, zoo Buddha or something. We house all these animals in here and make a zoo out of us. You could make a zoo out of yourself. Animals' energy is not very suitable for a spiritual being if he wants to go higher. The higher you go, the less luggage you must carry. And animal energy is very heavy because they love life and they also fear death. Of course, animals are also spiritual beings. They understand. If you are truly, really in a very desperate place and you need food and you talk to them, they will lay down their lives for you. Every one of them. It's just that most of us, we kill without mercy. We kill without reason. And we eat just for the sake of getting fat, I guess. Not even getting healthy, excuse me. Yeah, and then spend a lot of money, go to club and diet and, jumping up and down. Spend a lot of money and time to get all this poison out of the system later, and then go to hospital, get needles, get knives, and get electroshock and all that, just because we eat too much what we should not do. Besides, all lives are one. So if we kill someone, it's like we cut our finger. It's just that we are blind right now. We don't see, we don't feel. Just like a finger is numb, we don't feel the nerves. But we do hurt ourselves whenever we hurt anyone, even plants and all that. It is the minimum that we could do to survive, and that's why we eat vegetables. But vegetables, they have less fear, you see. They have 90% water, and if you cut one stem, they spring 3, 4, 5 more. So sometimes you even need to cut the head in order for the plant to grow bigger. So this is more logical, that we could rely on them to survive so that we can develop ourselves spiritually, but not without permission from all these plants. If we cut a plant or tree, we talk to them first. That's what we do. Say, I'm sorry, we need you with your permission, and we are grateful. And that's how we should eat even vegetables. We should be grateful for everything that we take physically from this life, because we're not making any of them. We just take them. But we must meditate in order to bless it, to bless the planet, so that it will grow back in abundance again.
Does meditation work for those who steal and take drugs?
Steal? If you're hungry, if you are hungry, it's okay. And drugs, you don't need to take drugs in order to feel not hungry. So it's not a necessity. Yeah? Jesus said the one who steals for bread is not guilty. I say the same. But drug is not a necessity, and it damages your body, your brain, and it damages the happiness of your relationship with your family and other friends. It's better to be away from it, yeah? Today it's easy to cure yourself of drug addiction. Just enlist yourself to drugs or Alcoholics Anonymous. They help you. Clean yourself so that you will be whole again.
Thank you for coming to New Zealand. When we feel intense fear, what is the reason for this? What is life trying to tell us?
It depends. If you are in a fearful situation, that is all right to feel fear. But just we have to not let the fear overcome us, so that we are paralyzed and do not know how to react a better way. Fear is a natural emotion. Fear, love are natural emotions. You don't have to suppress it. You just have to understand it and handle it. For example, you think I don't have fear? I do. I fear to come here and I didn't know what to talk to you. I fear that I didn't know how to make you understand what I understand. I really did fear. Today I arrived early and I went to have tea in a shop because I didn't have anything since yesterday. I just kind of couldn't eat on the airplane, and I was very kind of tired physically because I had to rush up a lot of things in order to pack and then go, yeah? And so I didn't sleep at all for a long time. So I went on the airplane, I couldn't eat anything, just tried to sleep or quiet down. So this morning I was worried that I might sleep again in the lecture hall, so I went and grabbed some tea. And then I saw a lot of people, they sat there and had tea and they talk about all kinds of things. And I was wondering, how am I going to tell all these people about God? Do they really care about God? They're so happy with their physical lives. Whom am I going to talk to and what? But then I still do it. See, I have fear, but I go through it. Not that I don't have it. We have fear, but we have to go through it. If it is a fearful situation, we have to think, okay, what can we do to make it better? If it's a fearful person, we try to use love to overcome his own fear. The person who is sometimes bad to us makes us fearful because he himself is an insecure person. So it depends on the situation. Anyway, even if we have fear, we must calm down and think, okay, I have fear, but now what must I do in this kind of situation to get myself out of this fear? You have to take control of yourself to get rid of the fear. Take control of yourself means, okay, deal with the situation so that we become secure better, and then the fear will disappear. We cannot suppress the fear. We have to deal with it, make it better. Oh, are we okay with time? Because people need initiation. Well, whoever likes to have a deeper spiritual instruction and deeper, more commitment, and once initiation, should leave and go out and I would say register yourself so we can call you later. We'll know your name and call you later. And after this finish, we initiate here. Here, right? Here, then we have to clear up. Even though we can stay forever, but the people will sleep here if we stay too long. All right? How many more questions?
Oh, there's at least another 30 here.
Wow.
30.
30. That takes a long time. Just go through fast and the important ones first, okay?
Okay. It is my belief that we choose our parents. Is this correct? If so, why do some of us choose to be born in various religions that take a long path to God?
That's the way we choose to do. Let's make up the varieties of this life. Otherwise, if everybody chooses the same thing at the same time, then there's no need to choose anything. Even though, even those roses are the best flowers that people think are the best, we have chrysanthemums, we have peach blossom, etc., just for variety. No? It's cool.
What is your relationship with the Ascended Masters?
They helped me. They're my friends. I am continuing their job. Colleagues. Yeah?
If God is inside of me, then I am God. So when I want to do something dangerous, stupid things, does it mean God controls me or wants me to do these bad things, and should I do it?
Nope. There's God inside us, but because we work through the brain, sometimes the brain is bad, the computer damage. And that's why we do bad things. So if we think it is a bad thing, that means the God voice inside us told us not to do it. If you already know it's bad, that means it's bad. It's no good, don't do it. Okay? Sometimes you drive your car, you have the first class driver license, and you drive perfectly. But sometimes your car, yes, thank you. Sometimes your car damaged, the engine kaput, yeah? Or the tire blows out. You cannot blame yourself for all this. It's not the driver, it's the car, see? So if it's good, driving everything, then the driver good, the car is good. If the car blow out or everything, then the engine is bad, the car is bad, the driver is still good. So you make the distinction between a driver and the car, between God and the brain. Then you'll be no problem. If it's bad, don't do it. If it's good, do it right away. Very simple. Yes?
If there is a heaven and angels, is there such a thing as evil and demons?
Yes, human beings do some evil things. Yes, there are some bad energies hanging in the atmosphere. Sometimes we can feel it. But originally, there is no devil, no evil. It's just because we sometimes think in a wrong way, think in a bad way, and all this generates these evil energies. And so sometimes we call this evil, and it affects us.
What do divine love and human love have in common?
Human love is a part of divine love, yeah? A small part. And if two persons, when they love each other unconditionally, that is a divine love in action also.
Do we go through many lifetimes and collect karmic debt along the way? Does reincarnation exist?
Yeah, it does. We don't collect really karmic deeds. We just experience different things. We have chosen to do this, to do that, just to experience. Yeah? And once we finish, we don't want no more, we return to God, we remember ourselves. That's when we become enlightened. Yep.
What is the meaning when I occasionally see flashing purple light?
Oh, that's good. That's spiritual experience. But that's not very high level, astral level. We have many more levels beyond that. But it's good already that you already so concentrate alone by yourself, that you can get some experience. Go ahead.
Why is it that though we are all equal in God's creation, some of us suffer so much misery, while certain others, though they have a life of evil misdeeds, materially prosper?
Well, it's because different path that we have chosen. When we gain material wealth or comfort, that doesn't mean we are blessed or we are anything good, because soon we die, we left everything behind. If we gain spiritual knowledge and wealth, that is the everlasting one. So do not envy those who only acquired material possession but have nothing for their soul, because soon they will be empty. But you, even though you don't have much of material acquisition, but are rich in your heart, have great love, great compassion, great knowledge, wisdom, like the Buddha, like Jesus. They were walking bare feet. They didn't have any money. They didn't have cars. They had nothing. And people fell at their feet to worship them. People listened to everything they said and still worshiping them 2,000-3,000 years later. Who is the richer? Yeah? The millionaires down there or Jesus or Buddha? You know already the answer. Yeah? There's no need to compare ourselves with others. We have to know what we are worth inside. That's important. Yes.
Why do we keep coming back even if we have remembered that we have God within us each lifetime?
No, we haven't remembered. That's why we came back.
What is your definition or understanding of hell?
I don't want to understand. No, hell is when we suffer or when we cause suffering to someone else. I'm sorry if I didn't look at you this way. You keep looking at her. She's so attractive. Vegetarian. Anyway, hell is not just a place, though some people do go there to suffer because they want to clear themselves of some misconception while they were alive. You know, we are our own selves, God. So we judge ourselves. If we did some terrible things in life, sometimes we choose to go to some like purification place, just like hospital. Cut off all the bad cells and then you become healthy again. So hell is a place of suffering, and it could be in this physical planet as well, when you go through intense pain, mentally or physically, or when you cause intense pain to someone else, even animals. That is hell for that person.
From my understanding, the way to practice Kuan Yin method is by meditation. I'm wondering how meditation can help to change the world to be peaceful and in harmony, an ideal world.
Yes, that's the right question. Meditation doesn't change the world. It changes you. And then if everyone changes themselves, the world becomes peaceful. We only make war because we are not peaceful ourselves. Because we could not know the person next to us is God. We could not realize that we are God. And we could not realize that the one we kill, we shoot, we torture is also God. And that's why the world is not peaceful. Once we meditate, it doesn't mean you have to meditate. You have to enter yourself. And I have to show you that. I have to reconnect you with your true self. Then that is a true meditation. Not just sitting there like a statue. You have to really reconnect with God first. And then that's a true meditation. Once that's taken place, your being is changed forever. You become a peaceful example of a walking God on this planet. And even you don't do anything, people see you, they feel peace. They want to learn what did you do to make you feel what you are. They want to be around you. They want to take advice from you. They want to learn your example. And that's how the world will become peaceful. Very logical. Nothing mysterious.
Is praying meditation?
Yes, it's a kind of meditation. But praying is only one-way meditation. Like we talk to God, oh God, please do this, but we don't hear what He says. That's why, the one way. Meditation is a two-way communication. We offer our pain, our sorrow, our happiness, our gratitude to God, and has in turn let us know what we should do next. We have communication, we have connection with God. Praying is just talk. Yeah, one person. We don't hear what God say at all. Meditation we hear, we know. Has guides us, has brighten our lives with 1,000 suns inside, has make us shining, loving, wise, humorous, beautiful, inside out. Yeah, that's the difference.
Do we move between different levels of consciousness from moment to moment, or are we at a certain level until we grow spiritually and then move up?
Yeah, one by one. Just like in school, yeah? One class after another. Some move quicker, some move slower.
Is our destiny fixed?
Yes and no, yes and no. There are two kinds of destiny. One is still in the store, waiting, and the other one is already written for this lifetime. And that's why you're born in certain family and have to walk the way you do and experience pain, pleasure the way you do. But even then, you can correct that. Once we go into a higher level, we can look down and see what's wrong in our lives. And we can fix different departments and make our life better. That's why meditation people, they become happier and their life smoother. They're clearer, everything better for them automatically. Seek you first the kingdom of God, and all the things shall be added into you. That's what it means.
Can you please teach me how to love?
I can't, but you can teach yourself by going in the ocean of love, which you are, by remembering it, by going back into it, swimming in it every day, saturating yourself with blessings from heaven. Be loved by God, feel loved by our Father, then you will be loving automatically. I can't teach you, not even in 1,000 years, because you are love incarnated. You are already love. No one can teach you. You just awaken, remember, walk the way you should be as a loving being, as a representative of God, then you will know love.
This is in 3 parts. What is a noble idea? What should we do continuously in order to fulfill the noble idea in our mind? And then, in order to work in a big company and make lots of money, is this not a noble idea?
Oh, it is. It is. Depends on what kind of company and depends on what you do with the money you earn. The noble idea is to know God. That's the noblest idea. And everything else follows. It's okay to earn money. You have to take care of this temple. Take care of God inside, yeah? And you have to take care of your friends, your family, your wife, your kids. It is a noble idea to earn money, take care of your loved ones, yeah? And, by the way, knowing God. If just earning money to take care of this physical body and their physical body is not enough, that's all, okay? To know God and work at the same time. I am knowing God and working, earning money too. I use the money in different ways and I'm very happy with it. Earning money is good, very noble. I'm proud of my money because a lot of people need it. I'm always happy when I can give somebody something. It's a very noble feeling.
If a person who in a previous life has done some bad things, what should he do to liberate in this life, and where can he liberate to, and for how long?
The only thing you should do is to just know yourself, okay? Doesn't matter how bad you have been in the past. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how long this hall has been dark. Tonight, they just lit the light and everything is brilliant again. Even if it has been dark here for 300 years, it doesn't matter at all. Get enlightened and everything else is clear.
Why is God so hidden, so hard to realize or hard to find?
It's not. My God is dying to come out to shake hands with you. It's just you don't look for Him. quiet yourself like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours a day. And then He appears immediately. Yeah? Just look into where God is and don't look into the world. Meditation means we retire from the world for a while. Yeah? It doesn't mean go into Himalaya, but retire inside. Forget the world, forget every trouble for a while. And then remember God, then God will come.
How do we know that we are one? How do we know we are complete when we give so much and ask for nothing more but true acceptance? Is this a sign of not knowing oneself?
We only know we are one when we are enlightened. Anything else, nobody can explain to us. Once we meditate, we inside the spiritual experience, we will see that, just like I see you, that we are one. Yes, honey? Finito? Cool.
Finito.
Yes, good. Thank you so much for your love and your patience.
Thank you.
You are wonderful audience. You can take some fruit if you like to. You've been sitting so long, maybe you feel tired and dry. They are yours. Thank you and God bless you. God already does.
If anyone is interested in learning any of the two meditation techniques taught free of charge by the Supreme Master Ching Hai, would you please make your way now to the foyer, where the working staff are most happy to guide you through the registration area.
Inviting with the banana. Yeah, baby. Catch. Use your hands and wisdom. Yeah, baby. Back. Yes. Two hands. Two hands is easier. For you. I can't give to all, okay? Just symbolic, all right? You go and get it yourself. Yeah. The kid. Yeah, darling. Hey. Catch whoever can. Oh, that's good. Lady, here. Here. Let her. Oh. The off-white and then the apple. Yeah. I think I just. Oh. Hey, father.
I've seen her, but they said we're off to travel.
Wow. Mother, here. Here. Mother, here, come. Hold your hand up. For you. No, for her. Hold your hand. Here. Okay, that's good. Okay. Wait.
Cool. Good. This is fun when you get one, you know. It's not about apple, it's just lucky. Yeah. Oh, sorry, here. I'm sorry I couldn't reach everybody. Yeah. Yes. Oh, again. Again. Yes. Give it to you. Can you bring the box and give to people over there, please? Here you are. Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Let the old lady legend take it. Here you are. Here. It's for you. Yes. Anyone? Elder people first, please. And unable people. Yeah, don't push it. Yes.
Should we go this way?
Oh, man. Next one. Here.
Come on, go over here.
Where are they? You want to give me that?
You didn't know.
Yes. Orange?
Nào, chơi đứng nào. Yes.
Okay, mother. White lady. Oh, here. Let the white lady behind you. Yes. You missed it again. Come.
Orange.
Orange. Oh. Here you are. Yeah. Forever. I gotta go, okay? Otherwise we don't. Again? Every time. Please, leave them for me. I gotta go. Come here. Thank you. I will just drop it and give it. Please, for you, help yourself, please. It's just due to time, okay? I would like to. Yes, you will. Hola, how are you? Belong to the band? Yeah. Solid. Challenge. Thank you. You have to see it in order to believe it. Okay.
That's true.
Thank you, darling.
Seeing is believing.
You help yourself. Yes. You okay?
Kasih gua banyak. Kasih tadi.
Yes, they are yours.
It's in here, not in here.
You're welcome. You ask him.
You guys are yours, okay? Yeah, one more chance. See you after, yeah? I come back here. What's that? Please, all this to leave. What people do for money, because it's a wrong perception. Actually, we should not need money, you're right. You know, but just in this society, it's already established by money. So we have to earn money to use exchange with something for other because otherwise money is no need. In a higher society, they just exchange, you know. Like you make potato, yeah. You make potato, I make apple, and we exchange. Yeah, that's the best way. But I can't change the world in 2 minutes. I work with it. So that is all.
So we are like you.
10 years ago. 10 years ago. You still look the same.
Yeah. 2 years ago, I read your books. I'm really lucky. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And Mom said they only called them Australia.
Oh, really?
It's so pleased to see you again. Very happy. And I told my mother-in-law that I couldn't make it tonight. Take that home.
Okay.
For her.
Yes.
85 years old.
My love. My love. Okay.
And all the best for your journey.
Thank you. Thank you. I come back, okay? This way, not that way. I come back, okay? Initiation. I come back soon. I have to leave so that they can come.
Yeah, yes.
Hey guys.
Okay.
See you.
Waiting for you.
I'm really grateful for your love and your blessing. The people behind they don't have bring it.
Can I have one?
You guys, you want to sit here with me? Go here. Yeah, sit anywhere. You look like a monk. Baby, come here. Here, you want some cake for your mother? No? Okay. Well, then sit there if you want. So cute. So nice of kids to do this. So nice. Later we share, yeah? We share all this, yeah? Make it dry and hang it there, yeah? Okay. Some people put them in tea. I don't recommend because some flowers, I don't know if they're safe. Thank you, darling. You can take some again here. Once, sit if you want. Here, take the flower and put it over here. Put it here. Hey, baby. Sit. Yeah. You can help yourself to the candy here if you want. Thank you. She said, wow, beautiful. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm sorry, guys, if you didn't come to the stage, but here it's fine. So, yeah, leave it there. Let me blow something. Ooh. 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 They like it. Ooh. Oh yeah, he likes a cool one. Yes. How come you are so good? You know why you are so good? Because you are me. Yeah. We get on fabulously well because we are one. Right. You know, the nature of the soul is not that I am here and I have one soul in here. It's not like that. My soul is bigger than just in here. It might be all over here. It might be all me. You understand? But it looks different. I know. It's not like, okay, God is one and everybody is one with God. It's not in that sense. It's in a sense that one individual can have a great soul that encompasses many so-called bodies. Understand? So we can happen to identify just like each other. Just like sometimes we have two persons who think exactly the same thing at the same moment. That is because that is one soul. Not because they are one with God or they're one with each other, but they're one soul. Just like twins. You see, just like soulmates, something like that. But soulmates don't necessarily mean only one. Mean a lot of them. Can be a lot. There's some great souls that encompass a lot of other beings for their own purpose. And for we feel like brothers and sisters, we feel like one. Sometimes you feel very good with your sister or your brother, your mother, your father, because that's you. You make it become family, but it's only one soul. It's many individuals. Capit? No. It's all right. But that's why sometimes we say, I have affinity with that person, or she's my soulmate, he's my soulmate, because it's you. It is really you. I mean, that's your individual soul group in one soul. See what I mean? Apart from that, we are one with God and one with everybody else. We have also individual souls which can house many big group of people. It's just one soul, but it looks different. No capito, No. Never mind. It's okay. You do understand? Yes. So that's why sometimes we feel so good with a group of people. See? The more we are with them, the more we feel strengthened because we are at home with ourselves. We are together. We peace together. You see? No wonder, huh? No wonder we work so well, huh? Can you imagine you and me, huh? But how come I'm the only beautiful one in this? Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. I'm very humble. I love you so much. If I don't come see you, it's not because I don't love you, okay? Yeah, but also because I don't feel the separation. Maybe you do. Sometimes I do miss you a lot. Some people, especially some people, if I have known a long time, you know, even like one of the residents died or something, I know I can see her anytime, but it's different. See what I mean? It's different, like, I cannot keep calling her coming down here, visit me, you know, it's not fair. But when we're physically together, we can. See what I mean? And sometimes so nice people that I also want to stay there with them forever. And just like, for example, now I invited some representatives, some contact persons in my rooms, and we share some food, we eat together. Well, they eat together. I share some food, they eat together. And it's just so nice, it feels like family, and feel like they're so good. And I also love to be around good people. It makes you feel good too. It makes you feel life is worth living. And everything you do is really worthwhile. It's really, really nice. So I also did not want them to leave. And I also did not want to leave New Zealand. I just get sentimental like that. And perhaps you do feel like that when we are not together, huh? And in some moments like that, I understand how you feel. But otherwise, most of the time, I don't feel the separateness between us at all. And I do not feel that the world needs me. even. I told you that many times. But it's difficult for you to understand. People keep telling me, oh, well, it's difficult to know if you are a true master or not. I said, hey, it's good that you don't know, so I don't have to work so hard. No problem. I only do it just because you know. You ask me to, and people ask me to. How can you tell? You look like me, your nose in the middle, two eyes, you can't tell, yeah? And I don't make miracles. I don't make anything to attract you at all. I just sit in a coffee shop sometimes drinking. And if you want, I come here sometimes to talk to you. I mean, but I was thinking in the coffee shop, it was so difficult. I said, who? What? What am I going to talk about? And who will listen to all this? I suddenly felt, you know, the frustration of going to talk to strangers that you have never met before in your life. And they're going to be convinced and then go get initiation and eat vegetarian and all that stuff for all their life. Can you believe that? Yeah, not only that, they bring their friends and their wife and kids and they want to give everything to you. How do you do that? I mean, how do I do that? I mean, how am I going to do that? Today I sat in a coffee shop just like everyone else and I felt really like everyone else. And I feel like, how am I going to talk to these people that I have never met and might never meet again? And they don't even know anything about spirituality, no vegetarian experience, nothing. Maybe now and again they eat, I would say, French fry. That's what they call vegetarian because they don't want to eat anything else. Or like the Chinese people eat morning vegetarian and the whole day. For example, like that. Like morning Buddha and the whole day take a rest, vacation. Yeah, but at least like if the Chinese or the Vietnamese, the Asian people, they kind of have more idea about vegetarian, yeah? They believe more in the invisible power. But how am I going to talk to the New Zealand people? You know, they are different. And I look different to them. They just come in and they accept me. You know, it's, for example, you know, like that. It's not easy, huh? I was thinking, how am I going to do this?
The half of the church, huh?
Okay, go.
Anyone for half of the church?
Congratulations. Go in. Whoever have initiated. I want to sit again, go in there. You'd rather sit here, huh? You want initiation line? No? Oh, that's fine. She likes to sit wherever. Very tired. So everyone goes in already? Yeah? That's cool. I just go to say hello again, right? Let them, oh man. I go. Okay, let's see what's going on. Come back some. Yeah. Here now. Leave her alone, leave her alone. Leave me alone. Everyone talk like that. So late already in the morning. It's not my fault. We see the flowers for the sacrifice. Okay. All right. What else? It's okay, huh? I think it's okay. Không? Không? Cô sư, hai mà. Chơi sang bên đây nào thì? Chào thằng gọi. You off and on. Yeah, at least we sit together and encourage each other to not off. It's better than you sit there not alone, it's lonely, right? So, and then you have maybe more kids, work harder than before. Have more money, some of you, better job, yeah? Or even if you have the same money, you know how to manage it better. And you have more than before. You travel more than you ever did before. And with the same money. Because you know how to... Sit here, mother. You don't look tired. Yeah, that's the way you sit. And you know, just know how to do things better, yeah? And therefore, you're just happier. You have more than before, even though maybe the same. You see, I have read an article in a magazine, How to Become a Millionaire. You want to hear? Hả? Thống trai mà? Có nghe Thống? Ấy quảng quá quay tròn. Okay. It is very logical. People, you know, we give a lot of money away, huh? Not a lot. For us, it's a lot. Yeah. Well, actually, it is also a lot. Millions of dollars is not little money in this world. Even though we can't compare to Bill Gates, you know. we are different Gates. We also Gates. Yeah. One in Phạm. One in Phạm means the gate. Yeah, the gate to heaven. Yeah. The gate to the word of God. So anyhow, we also gate, yeah? We also donate a lot of money for our capacity. Yeah, and other people also think a lot. I mean, not a lot compared to a lot of people of the World Bank, but a lot for what we earn, yeah? For the ordinary action of people. Most people don't give like that. So I do give, and a lot of people think that I'm very rich. I am also, but I'm not as rich as they think I am, which is good. But if they had come to us, yeah, suppose if they were me and had that kind of money, they will look that rich and they won't be able to give that much. Not because they don't want to, just they don't know how to manage. You see, they don't know how to manage so that it will stretch out like that. So when I read that article, I think it was cool. I did it all already, how to become a millionaire. I knew it all already. But when I read the article, it looked like I wrote it myself. Yeah, because it's just natural. Some people have it naturally. But it is because we are also enlightened. Yeah, we also practice the enlightened way and the way of love. And we have very few wants in this world. You understand all of this? Yes. Yeah? The Chinese and the Cantonese and all? And the New Zealand especially, you understand? Okay. So anyway, you see, just like the way you are now. Before, you had a lot, but you thought you don't have enough. And now, however much you have, you can manage. You still can come to New Zealand or Thailand or wherever retreat, provided if you have holiday. Yeah, you can always manage. And that's the wonder. And you feel always enough. And you will feel always loved. I'm only one, but all of you feel that I love you alone. Love enough, or have enough love for everyone. It is because we practice the way of love. And we just know how to have enough. Just like how to save money to become richer. Not because you earn more money, not necessarily, but you save more. You want less, the unnecessary thing, and then you save more money. So when you save $1, just like you earn $1 more. You understand this? And it's even better than earning more, $1 more. Because when you save $1, you don't need to go to work for that. You just cut out some unnecessary things. Before I go out and buy everything, now you have to think carefully. Before you go out and buy everything, now you go just straight to the tofu. Yeah. Save money, save time, save thinking. Yeah. Before we cook all kinds of things, now just tofu, chap choy. And then tomorrow, chap choy, tofu. Yeah, simple, huh? Simple life. Yeah. And before you go everywhere, maybe you need to book a hotel for yourself and your husband, and it's a lot of money. Now you just pack a tent. Come out there, yeah, cool, fresh air, natural. Oxygen a lot around you. When you come under the tree, come on the grass. Feel good, light, and economy also. Yeah, and we live together, we're happy. We don't need to stay in a big hotel to be happy. In fact, we're happier than when we stay in a big hotel. Yeah, because we have common ideas, interests, we love each other, and we just feel so good. And the nature, air, and food, healthy, make us feel so good. You see? The money you didn't earn more, you don't have to earn more money. You just know how to live your life, because you have only one life, this life. Whether I say the truth or not, you have heaven or not, or you have reincarnation or not, this life is all you know, right? And if you don't manage well, you cannot live freely and you cannot feel happy about it. You have to do what you really want and what is good for you. Of course, you will tell me, then you can do anything you want. It's not true. What good for you is what you should do. Vegetarian is healthy, right? Meditation calms your nerves and makes you more bright and clever and loving. That's good for you. Yeah? It's not that you do anything you want. Of course, we can do anything we want, but what's good for us, that's what the clever people would do. Saving money is better than earning money. Anything you save is like you earn, except that you don't have to go out and work for it and pay tax on it even. See? Anything you earn is yours. And then you can do everything you want. You can give yourself something you like or give to the needy people. That's what we do. We do all the time. I do also. What I tell you, I do. I don't always do it so that it's written in a magazine. Most of the things I do are not written in a magazine. It is written because some people happen to be there and knew it and wrote a report about it. Or it is official, you know, like a concert, and everybody has to know. That's how it is. Otherwise, I do it every day, every time, every chance. Sometimes one of the attendants laughed at me. He said, "Master, how come McDonald's meal is so expensive? It's the most expensive restaurant I have ever seen." You know why? Because when we went in there, we saw some homeless people. They were looking for garbage. And I gave them, like $500. And that's why I said, my God, just eating some French fry and 2 cola, that's it? $500. So he made jokes about it all the time. He said, okay, next time when you say you want to take me out, I know which is the most expensive restaurant. So I took him to McDonald's, and we always share whenever. Most of the time we see homeless people, they hang around there, or they look in for garbage, and I cannot bear it. So I give them some, and I give what I have. So he made jokes. He said, what? We eat only 2 French fries and 2 medium colas, and then we even have to serve ourselves and even stand in line. It's so expensive. Like, because in first class restaurant, you sit there, you have napkins and everything, and the waiter comes, and serves you like a king. Then you pay just maybe $200, $300, $500 hands. But 2 persons, only $200, $300 is already expensive. They say, you couldn't imagine, McDonald's is more expensive. It just makes jokes. So these things we do because we love other people, because they are us anyway. So there's nothing to talk about, yeah? But sometimes, of course, we write it in magazines because also other disciples need to learn, yeah, from the example. Also, most of the things I do are open, yeah? So people can know. Just so we know the things that we do. Just like you tell me what you do. And so the news report what I do to you. So it just so that we get in touch, like we know each other's way of life and things like that. Like knowing each other. Not to boast for everybody else to know. If to boast for everybody else to know, we should put it in Reuters or, like big news company. Not just write it in our small magazine. But this is a way of life that we do that all the time. It should be the way of life, and everyone should do that. And I'm very proud of you that you do that all the time. I know that. I know you do that individually. And still you have enough money to spare to come here, to go to retreat, to come see me whenever possible. You see, your life become richer or not? Yes. I give all the time, I still have a lot. I mean, for me, it's a lot. Oh, what do I need? When I come to see you, of course, I wear this. Yeah, it's my own design, so just for fun. When I'm not with you, I just throw this quickly because it's heavy. I don't really like. And I eat maybe once or twice a day, whatever left over or whatever new. If it's new, I eat. If left over, I eat. What can I need? That's why I still have a lot of money, because I don't spend much, not because I earn more. See, just like you earn just like before. You might even have more kids now than before, but you still have more money. You still feel life is more rich for you than before, right? Feel more satisfied, more enough, right? Yeah, that is the trick. A lot of people who are millionaires, nobody knows. And everybody thinks to be millionaire is difficult. It's not. And especially people who are already millionaires, they keep themselves that way because they are very natural, they're frugal. They don't even drive an expensive new car. They just buy second-hand cars so they don't have to pay luxury tax, for example. And they just drive normal cars. Most millionaires, they don't drive expensive cars. They drive safe cars, cheap even, or anything that's safer, yeah? They don't really live the way we think millionaires should do, because otherwise their money goes fast, even if they're millionaires. So they save a lot. You know, they're looking for ways to save. You know, like they go with what kind of car that use less petrol, yeah, or they stay in some neighborhood or some house that they can afford. See what I mean? So that they don't drain out their savings. A lot of ways they just save here and there. Their money is always stable. Yes. And some people who don't earn a lot but spend a lot, go with fast car and all that, they really have a lot, but a lot of credit, you know, a lot of mortgage and debt. And the millionaire people who drive normal car because they know how to organize their life so that they won't be in debt. Yes. A lot of millionaires live next door to you, you don't know, because they don't flash around. Yeah. They know what they're doing. They know the value of money, and they don't just overspend. It's just they're naturally that way. And that's why they become rich. They're naturally rich. They naturally know how to handle money. And sometimes they win lotto also, of course. But they invest money. You see, for example, if they earn like $40,000 per year, they put like 15 or 20% aside to invest in the bank, yeah? So like in 10 years, 20 years time, they will have hundreds of thousands of dollars out of just $5,000 or $10,000 they invested, you know, every month they put in the bank. Yeah, they know how to organize their money. Yeah, they don't spend all their earnings, so they leave some for investment. And then just in no time you become rich. Yeah. Like for example, you put $10,000 today, 10 years later, it becomes $50,000. Invest in some banks. That is slow, for example. But otherwise they go and risk and do their own business. And that's how they become rich faster. But it's more risky. But that's life, yeah? Either you take risk or you just, you know, live an ordinary life, very slow and day to day, just earn that much money. But still, if you can manage well, you're okay. Life is more simple now, yeah? Tofu is cheaper than biftek, no? Just a little bit different. This piece of tofu instead of that piece of meat. We're healthy, you're okay. Now look at the lady, you know, MC, she's so beautiful, vegetarian. I told her many times, to stand by for a photograph. But all of you look good too. And I'm proud of you. You're proud of yourself. Come and say, I'm vegetarian, look at me. Yeah? Right? That's good. You're very beautiful. Just because you don't put on makeup now, so you still look less beautiful, but already too beautiful. If you put makeup on, wow, everybody dies. Yeah? Yeah. All your husbands are dying already. You get him too beautiful and they don't want to leave you, huh? Yeah, I know. That's why some of them are so afraid, huh? And you get initiation, they're getting so afraid. You might become nun or something. They love you too much, huh? Look so beautiful, more and more every day. Some husband already left his wife, and after she got initiation, he came back and said, wow, how come you're so beautiful? Move back in. Yeah. Same with some wife, you know. left already. Didn't want him when after initiation. Come back. Oh my God, changed, new man. Move back again. No problem. Yeah, left the young boyfriend, a new boyfriend, left. Came back to the husband because he's more spiritually beautiful now. Once you're beautiful inside, people see you beautiful outside. That is normally the case. Yeah. Okay. So try to fight off all this Romeo, yeah? But continue with your practice. Your life is better and better. I need not to tell you. I'm just saying that in case somebody doesn't know yet, they can verify with you. Your life is an example of love and of spiritual blessing. There's no need to even preach to anybody. Yeah? They just look at your life. The way you walk your life, the way you present yourself to the world, that's just better than thousands of books talking about spiritual issues. You are the book. You are the best example, best doctrine, best religious theory ever present to anybody. There was a story in Mexico. There was a master a long time ago. He's very famous. Professor Crawford, right? A Mexican. He told a story to his disciples. There were two men in the same group, and one was very, very diligent and looked very religious. He went to the church every Sunday, and he was the first one in line to, in any holy activities, and the last one to leave. Never missed any opportunity to go to the church. But he never did anything else. And one guy, he never went to the church, but he went to work every day. And he did whatever was his duty. And then whatever he earned, he took care of his family, also gave away to the poor people. Yeah. And he even gave to the church too, to repair the church. So, Quetzalcoatl say that the man who never went to the church, that guy is holy. That guy is already a church himself. But the guy who went to the church every day, he just went there. Because everybody respect the guy who went to church very much, thinking he was very holy. And lowly of the guy who never went to the church. But actually, he was going out to take care of all the churches, in his area, whatever he could do. And he sometimes worked extra so that he could earn a little more extra money, so that he could give to whoever again. That's what he did every day. So the master said, the first one goes to the church, all right. But the second one, he's the church himself. Yes. So we can be churchgoer or a church ourselves. Yeah, it's up to us. I think all of you are the churches. I don't need to build any churches. So people ask me, why you don't have any church or any temple? I said, I don't need. I have millions of them running around. Yeah. I say nowadays is modern times, fast technology. Everything is mobile. Mobile phone, mobile home, mobile car, mobile temple. Yeah, you are my mobile temple. Yeah. We can communicate anytime, go anywhere, very flexible. Yeah, a bridge built is only fixed in one place. Yeah, we run around. We are the run around temples. That's very cool. I was thinking of something else. I forgot. Yeah, well, just the same, I guess. But I forgot. It's gone. Sometimes it comes so fast, The inspiration from the Master, from God, comes so fast. My mouth, I can't talk too quick. I already talk faster and faster every day already. If you meet me like 10 years or 15 years ago, I didn't talk like this. I talk like you, like, hello, Master. How are you? So nice to see you. See? Now I talk, hello, how are you? Okay? Okay, fine. Yeah, talk quick, I don't have time, you know. Yeah, I talk on the phone like that too. There's so many things to do. And when I talk, you know, with you, sometimes I talk so fast. That's why we need tape so that you can review and listen. What did she say before? Talking, everybody can. But living what you talk is harder. And you can do all that. You can talk as well, and you can do it as well. And that's what's great about you. I told you I came to make you great. Yeah? Whether I'm great or not is no consequence. I'm only one. Yeah. The great master, a great teacher is not the one who makes himself great, but to make everybody else great. Yeah, right. If your students are good, that means you're good. Otherwise, it's no good. Your use. Huh? So, whether I'm great or not doesn't matter. As long as you're great, it's fine. And if by your grace, by your greatness, I become also great, then thank you very much. I like that too. But to tell you honestly, if all the world was enlightened and nobody even ever wanted me, I would be happy just to be a private citizen. It's cheaper. Cheaper. Less work. Less work. Less trouble at the airport. Just pass through. And even if the officer, you know, are not nice to you, you can talk back. When you're master, you can't. You have to be gracious. Always calm and cool and be good. And, yeah, fine. Even if it's not fine. For example, yeah? And you pass through without no problem. Before I passed through any airport, no problem. Now every time I pass every airport, check if I have a spare heart. Carry it in my pocket in case. Talking about speaking the truth. So I tell them, here, I'm the Supreme Master, let me pass quickly. Give me 2 visa instead of 1. See what I mean? You can say everything. I have to be careful what I say. Because I need to come here to see. Anything I say wrong can jeopardize our meeting. See what I mean? Can stop me or return somewhere else. For example, like that. It's not very easy. So, I'd rather not to be master. Not because I don't love this job, not because I don't love to see you better. It's just if I don't have to be, it would be better even. Yeah? If the world is already heaven, everyone is good, then better even. Better. Okay. All right? If you see me around, don't run to me and say, Master this and Master that, okay? I'm travel incognito. I forgot what I wanted to say. I guess I'm sleepy. I got to go. Okay, guys? Not because sleepy only, but it's time. Yeah, got to do things. What time is it? 3, 4? 12 only? Yeah, okay. In the daytime, I sleep that good. But in daytime, I can't work very well. I work better at night. It's so calm. You know, especially paperwork, all that stuff. Knits. I work better at night. In daytime, it's so difficult. I could, but then it feels different thing. They're different. At nighttime, more concentration for me. Yeah. Some people are nighter, huh? We have the tiger that works at night. Hey, Đoàn sư Song, ở chịu bữa chiên, nghe không? See the way I talk? Talk so fast. Yeah. I talk faster and faster and still not fast enough. That's why I forgot sometimes what I got, you know, received. See, but it's okay. You know everything already. There's nothing that you don't know. You just want me to talk. Yeah. You love to hear, see me, that's all. No matter what I say. Okay, babies. I see you around. Yeah. Okay. I get well and rest a little, I work a little for the next. Okay, guys? But we see each other, huh? Sure? Every time it's very difficult to leave you. I want you to know that. I want you to know. Because you think only you stay with you forever. Believe me. Because you're the best people. beautiful. Where else should I go? You like to stay with good friends, no? Everybody does. Me too. But it's fine. It's fine. We stay here, huh? Together here. Okay. Right. Thank you. Love you.
Love you too.
And the flowers, the cake you share, okay? Each one. Right. Love you guys. Love you.
Thank you guys for working with me. Yeah. Thank you so much. And we see each other anytime you're ready. See you. Yes. Thank you. Bye. Yeah. Thank you for letting me your kid. Yes. Alright, which way? Hey guys, chào anh. Bây giờ mấy định mua cho cô lại. Hey, anybody who has not touched, come too quick, don't hold too long. Anyone has not touched, come here. Like kids. Like that. Shame on you. Okay. Kid. Yes. Kid. Alright. Everybody else?
Có chồng con không anh cứ lo cầm làm công việc đâu sợ để sau này
Where is he?
Anh Sơn anh đứng trên trực nãy giờ
Đâu cô lại.
10 năm rồi con.
Cảm ơn nha. Dạ hả? Đỡ quá hả? Bây giờ qua rồi hả?
Yes.
Anybody have not touched them in the book? So that your heart is happy, not that you're not happy. You are very theological, baby. Touch my hand and my heart. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay, guys. Happy people. Yeah. Yeah. Touch my hand and my heart's happy. I remember this all the time. Okay. See you, darling. Thank you. You're lovely. Thank you very much. Yeah, got it again. Yeah. Everybody got it, right? Yeah. Okay.
sư cô trai chị
I have you all in my dream.
cô chào anh
Thảo Vân chị.
Go for
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.